Corn, candy corn, Capricola. Hello, hola. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you had great holidays if you celebrate those weird things. I hope your new year's off to a great start, and I hope it stays great. Let's begin your reading. That is a new habit that I picked up, and I love it. That has made life so much easier. No. Damn cards. Damn cards. They're so slippery. Okie dokie, artichoke. How are we starting off the first week of the new year? Okay. Looks like. Take this out, resonates. It's kind of like a. Like. You're investing into something that is going to benefit you long term. That you know is going to benefit you long term. It's like a. Sort of like working with someone else to build a business. You're both going into it, putting in X amount. You and whoever else, it could just also be you on your own, but you are investing in something that is long term. It's a long term goal. It's something that you can build up, something that you can take control of, sort of manage on your own, do your own thing, lead it in your own way, and it will benefit you in the long run. So, problem here is just generally a bit of immaturity. Not saying that you're an immature person. Immaturity in the sense of this is more than likely a very new experience for you. You've probably never done something like this before, so you're not really entirely sure what you should be doing. So there's a bit of a fear there too, an uneasiness, a sort of self-doubt. Oh, I'm yawning a lot. Okay, so as for what you're tossing around in the old tumbler, what you got going on in your walnut, it's generally the same thing. It's sort of, you're doing this because you know that, again, it's going to pay off long term. It's something that you could spend all of your money on it now, and it may take like a year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever the case, but in time it's going to pay off. It's going to end up, everything you put into it, you're going to get back like tenfold. So it's worth it to you. And this could also just possibly be like a commitment to a relationship, a long-term relationship with a partner. So this could be work or love. We're going either way. Could also just be a business partnership, I guess. But whatever the case. All right, in your past. Okay, so it actually makes me think it's love even more so now, like a long-term commitment. It gives me wedding vibes. You could have gotten married recently. If you did, good job. Sure. If you're happy, I'm happy for you. Can you tell I like being single? But if that's not the case, it could be something like you got a substantial bonus, you won a lot on a lottery ticket, whatever the case, something really good happened to you recently, something that kind of pushed you to this point of now that you have it, now that you're in the situation or the position that you're in, you sort of need to think about what you can do from here to sort of watch it grow even more. And your seed turned into a sapling. How are you going to turn it into a tree? All right. In the first half of the week, despite all the interconnectedness with people here, there is a bit of a need for you to sort of take a time out, a bit of a time for yourself, sort of consider your next steps carefully. Make sure you're not doing anything crazy or irrational. Just essentially trying to make sure that you're not doing anything reckless. Just, yeah. Okay. Let's just leave it there. All right. In the second half of the week, so second half of the week, it sort of looks like we start off with a bit of a disagreement about how things should go, what direction we need to be going in, what we should be doing, yada yada, so on and so forth. Generally, there's a bit of a disagreement, but you don't go into, again, you spent the time first half of the week figuring out how you should approach this. You know now. So regarding how you handle situations, you got it. You're good. And that ends up paying off. This disagreement doesn't last a long time. It's like it pops up, you deal with it, it's done, it's over, and things work out, and things actually end up working out for the better. So actually, the fact that this was addressed, that this little disagreement came up, is actually a good thing long term. It's for the better. So there's no need to be worried about any potential disagreements you have in the latter half of this week. They are actually a blessing in disguise. So, for you, a lot of all of this, a lot of why you're doing this, a lot of why you are acting these ways is, or taking the steps that you are, is because you come from a place where you may not have had all of these opportunities, experiences, luxuries before. So now that you are in this position to do all of these things, you really, really just want to make the most of it. Okay. Again, externally, it's the same thing as internally, essentially. It's so this is very much an opportunity, and you know this, for you to sort of escape an old situation, an old trap. Internal, external, pretty much the same situation here. As for your hopes or fears, I want to say that's a hope. Let me pull the next part of the reading before I continue with that. Okay. So for your hopes or fears, sort of a hope that we can just kind of And that if we're willing to put in the work, that if we're willing to invest our time into this, it's kind of just gonna pay itself off. Like I don't know, like you put your money into a investment account and it just poof, there it goes. It grew, it increased. That's for the outcome. It does end up looking like that's happening, and I think the best part of this is, though you end up seeing success, it actually doesn't go to your head. It kind of looks like you you are coming from a place of lack and going into a place of abundance. But as you're stepping into this place of abundance, and once you're in that place of abundance, you don't forget where you've come from. So it really just results in you being a very responsible, humble, sort of successful, which I like. I just saw 11:11 on the timer. What do we need to be mindful of? For the capicola, the capybara. My own energy. I love being there for friends and family while staying true to myself. I don't let others' energy or mood affect my own. To help a friend in a hole, I don't need to jump in the hole with them, simply reach out a hand. It's up to them to do the rest. Okay, so you could be investing in someone that you know may end up investing in you in the future. Whatever the case, you know your story better than I do. Capricorn, Capricola, Capybara, Candy Corn, that was your reading for the first week of the brand new year. I hope it resonated for you. If it didn't, it's not part of your story, so don't worry about it. But if it did, I hope it helps you with the week ahead. That's all for now. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Peace be with you. Until next time.